Welcome to this episode of The American Dream. My name is Keri Akemi-Hernandez, and let us take a moment to honor the indigenous people to the land. What we're going to do today is learn a little bit more about our community and find ways to be thankful and inspire hope. And right now we're outside of Model Bakery, where I'm going to go in and take a look at what they have to offer. Let's go. Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, likewise. How's it going today?
It's going good, thank you. I wanted to know if I could have a cinnamon sticky bun, please.
You got it.
Oh, thank you so much.
You bet. Have a great day.
Okay, you too. So this is really special to me because it reminds me of my grandmother. When I smell cinnamon or anything that resembles something my grandma made, it reminds me of her since she passed away in 2013. And now that we're getting into the holiday season, it's just something that warms my heart, and I wanted to share that with you. So I really admire both of your courage, and I wanted to invite you here to share a little bit about your personal story, to hopefully find ways to be thankful and inspire hope in our community. Tell me a little bit about Alaina and your family, what you're putting together for her legacy.
So we started Alaina's Voice Foundation. The mission of it is to inspire hope and kindness through education, music, and mental health initiatives. It all started after Alaina's murder, November 7th of last year at Borderline. For us, rather than going down the path of turning this into a gun control initiative or something crazy, we've decided to focus on change and focus on hope. So we just want the discussion to start before it continues. We still like to joke around that her roommate said she was a little annoying a lot of the time, because she was one of those people that would call you out on the stuff that you don't want everybody to ignore, right? But she was honest in that sense, and so our thought is similarly, is let's get people to be honest but kind with each other, and hopefully that'll create change. I would say that, however you handle that grief is how you personally handle it, but I would say definitely cherish the moments that you had, and live the moments as you can, little by little, and just be in the moment. But the community has really reached out and lifted us up in such a way that we can't really repay them in that way, other than just trying to be there for our community.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
Absolutely.
And being here with us today to share and have the courage to do the work that you're doing. And Megan, for you, it's just, a really new experience.
It is very new, and we are embracing every day as best as possible. And I think, as Arik said, everyone does it differently. And I think from the moment it happened, I kind of threw my hands up saying, I don't know how to do this. This whole thing they call grief, you don't quite understand. In thinking of little Addie and the short life that she lived and the number of people she touched and connected with, it's overwhelming to us to even process. It's not about how long we live, it's about what we do while we're here that really matters. She just knew who she was, and we've created little messages that just say, be silly, be kind, be you. And that's kind of a simple message of who Addie was. Really being able to own who you are is powerful, and I think that can be demonstrated at any age, and she happened to do it really well.
Donny, it's great what you do with North Bay BMX.
The stories that we hear about Alaina and Addie and who they were, and that identity and the enjoyment that they found in certain things, it's so critical that kids find that, and there's so many that are seemingly lost. And so we believe in bicycles. And so I think we've done an amazing job, and Addie was one of our most bright students. We've got her sweatshirt on right here. This was her number, 908, and we say, right, be kind, and it's like, be remembered. And so these kids, they have something so special, and we want them to understand how special they are, and that the talent that they have in them, and just find what they've been looking for, didn't even know that they were looking for. We're just part of the great community of Napa Valley, and we're very thankful.
You might think just by looking at me that I'm a certain sort of person, just by looking at my smile. Sometimes I feel like I can hide behind my smile. This has been a journey being a part of the American dream, and I thought it would only be fitting for me to share a little bit about myself and my personal story, since we've heard so many courageous stories today. Being a multi-generational household with my grandparents at home, my parents divorced when I was 7. Being a kid during that process, it felt really uncertain. My mom struggled a lot. She was a single mom. I pretty much gave up my childhood. To this day, we have a strained relationship. I did have my grandma, but we were not always with her. Any questions I had or any challenges that I was facing, I didn't have that person to go to. Even as an adult, I continue to have some challenges. So I'm 41 today. I have stopped being a victim and I am a survivor. I won't allow my life experiences to define me. I'm much more than that. You're not just something that happened to you, and if we can be a little bit more compassionate, a little bit more kind, we'll make this world a better place.